he knocked on my door, holding a screw I didn't know was missing. My name is Elena. I'm 39, a florist, and a widow. 3 years ago, life changed in a blink. One hospital call, one final heartbeat, one ring left on my finger, even though the man who gave it to me was gone. Since then, I've lived quietly, waking early, watering roses, smiling for customers, but never letting anyone close enough to see that my smile didn't quite reach my eyes. And then came him. It started with a broken garden chair, one of the old wooden ones I refused to throw away, because my husband built it the summer we bought this home. That morning, I set it outside like always, not realizing a screw had loosened, and when I sat, it wobbled, just enough to spill my tea and my pride. I muttered to myself, brushing off the mess, when I heard a calm voice from over the fence. "You okay there?" I turned. A man, tall, maybe in his early 40s, with messy hair and kind eyes, was holding a small toolbox. "You mind if I fix that?" he asked, already stepping closer. I should have said no. I didn't want company, but something in his tone made me pause. He knelt beside the chair, inspected the frame like it was sacred. "You can tell someone loved this piece," he said. "People don't make chairs like this anymore." He was right, and I felt a lump rise in my throat. He didn't ask questions, didn't make it awkward. He just fixed it, in silence, then stood, brushed off his jeans and smiled. "I'm Theo," he said, offering a hand. "Elena," I replied, without really meaning to. That evening, I found a note tucked under the seat of the newly stable chair. Sometimes, broken things just need someone patient enough to care. The next day, he brought over a small potted lavender plant. Said he had too many. I knew it was an excuse, but I accepted it anyway. Little by little, he started showing up. With extra tomato plants. With fresh muffins from a bakery I'd never heard of. With stories about his failed marriage, his quiet life, his love for fixing things others had given up on. We didn't talk about love. Not right away. We talked about grief. About the echo an empty house makes at night. About how some anniversaries feel louder than others. He never pitied me. He never tried to replace what I lost. He just sat with it. With me. And after years of silence, I realized that being seen without being saved is its own kind of healing. One afternoon, as we sat sipping tea in the garden, I asked, "Why do you keep showing up?" He looked at me, truly looked, and said, "Because you look like someone who's still blooming, even if you don't know it yet." That was the moment the wind changed. The pain didn't leave, but it softened. And in its place, something gentle began to grow. Today, my garden has more color than ever. Not because the grief is gone, but because love found a way to live beside it. His name is Theo. He never tried to fix me. He just showed up, with a screw, and the patience I didn't know I needed. And maybe sometimes love doesn't arrive like lightning. Sometimes it comes with tools, and time, and tea, and a heart that says, "I'm not here to erase your past, only to stand beside your future."